Happy Tuesday, y'all. If you was wondering what I was looking at, I'm watching the TV. Mr. Buddy's in his chair. I'm fixing him a very late lunch, early supper, because he had a pretty good little snack, healthy snack. But he's watching about mulberry trees. Many of you know mulberry trees is one of Mr. Buddy's favorites. But we're in the kitchen, and it's not really a cooking video because we're actually going to the garden. Y'all are going to see what I did over the weekend to it and what I did in the yard. I got it the best I could, 2 weeks without being touched. I had a lot of work ahead. So really today's going to be like a garden update, but we're going to kind of dive into what I do outside of just videos. Y'all know I cook, only I've got to change up, or tweak some things. So I figured let's start the video with me finishing up Buddy's early supper, get him served, and then we're going to go outside and walk the garden, look at the property, see what all's happening. I got a lot to show y'all. So I will kind of tell you what I've done with what I'm about to cook, to it, and then you can tweak it to yourself. I really don't have a recipe for this. I threw it together. It's really a take off of salmon croquettes that I've made a video or two on, I believe. Only we're using albacore, white albacore tuna. It's really high in omega-3, and that's what I want to incorporate into his diet. But I also made him 2 quarts of pickled beets and eggs. I've got them sitting here. I've got to get them in the ice box. And let me show you the salad. So I've got him a beautiful salad. And right here is the tomatoes that I've washed and patted dry. I did not cut them yet because I'm not ready to serve them. Just, the salad. And if you cut the tomato, it's going to make your salad a little wet. But it's got spinach, some romaine. It's just a mixture of organic greens, cucumber, red, yellow, and orange bell pepper, which is those little snackers, and the tomatoes. Just a beautiful salad. I put a little bit of black pepper on it. He'll have some dressing, which will be an Italian dressing. And, yeah, early supper. Oh, with homemade mac and cheese that I heated up from yesterday. Yes, it's pasta. But, excuse me, remember, he can have what he's used to eating. So, for the first 6 weeks. So then I'll look at some other things for our pasta because we're big pasta eaters. But we'll kind of change it out. Look at some other pastas that's out there that's more heart-friendly. So that's what we're doing. I've got my coffee. It is 2:56. So, hey, it's 3 o'clock. And my oil's almost heated. And I am using a peanut oil in this. I did not have enough avocado to do these croquettes. So when I do go to town, I'm going to get a big jug of avocado oil, but we're going to use peanut oil today. Let me show you what I did to the white albacore. This is a large can. I diced up about 1/4 of a cup of sweet yellow onion, and I took those snacking peppers. I did 1 red, 1 yellow, 1 orange. They were not on the large side. I added some lemon pepper, 1 beaten egg, and I used cornstarch to bring it together, and just a little bit of jalapeno juice, and then just regular black pepper. And that's all that I've got in here. It just makes a really good patty. This is my dredge. This is just yellow cornmeal with a little bit of cornstarch, getting away from the flour, and I did a little garlic powder. I did put just a smidgen of salt and black pepper, and that's going to be our dredge for our patties. Okay, I'm going to cook 3 today. I've got my oil about 350. And I love to make these and put them between a bun like a fish patty sandwich. Okay, it's been about 3 minutes. Oh, perfect. And yes, a little splatter too. And And what that cornmeal does, it gives it a little bit of crispiness, a little bit of texture. So it makes you feel like you're getting a cheater of something, but really it's a very healthy meal. There's Mr. Buddy's salad, leftover mac and cheese, and the salmon, well, albacore croquette. And like I said, it's crunchy with that cornmeal, a little bit of homemade tartar sauce. And that's what he's going to be eating. Let's walk up to the garden. Everything's in bloom, guys. Look at the zinnias. Both sides are completely full. The red rippers are finally starting to take off. Oop, I see one that I've got to pin up. I'll get that. I just noticed it. We'll go on down. The contenders, I told y'all I struggled with them this year. I don't know, maybe just not good seeds, but I'm starting to finally see some progress with these. But here was the second pack I opened, and I want y'all to look. Look down in here. And remember, only 2 came up, but I mean, they're Cadillacing right there. Only got 1 germination for the jade, and you know, that's fine, but nothing compared to last year. Y'all saw how many I got last year. The pink eye top picks, guys, they're pitiful. I'm not gonna lie to you, they are absolutely just pitiful. Now we're getting into those tomatoes, and loaded in blooms. There is tomatoes on here, as you can see, but I had to do a lot of ingenuity. There was the original stake. I had to add a stake. I've got clips. Look, they're just where they are. I've even had to come in and tie, doing everything I can, because guys, these was laid over when we finally got back home. Okay guys, I had to turn the camera off because Miss Lou, the outside cat, just sprinted like something startled her, so I had to go make sure it wasn't a snake or something that kind of creeped up on her. And here is the other banana pepper, and we're starting to get some peppers on it. So, you know, it's really nothing to brag about, guys. Oh, here's one right here. I'll be honest, this has been a strange garden season thus far, but also started, what, 6 weeks, 7 weeks late. Now I'm going to scan around here, and the cucumbers are just about to start coming in. We're loaded in blooms, I mean galore. But I haven't seen a cucumber yet. I mean, they're there. Hello, Lou. But this is a perfect spot for the cucumbers. We'll come on down. And these are the gherkins, remember I was telling you about, that the grandkids wanted me to grow. Very, very healthy plants. Extremely healthy. And then we get over here to the Marconis. Guys, this is the most pitifulest peppers I think I've grown in many, many years. If you remember, those gumballs beat them to death, and I had to trim them. I mean, I'm seeing some blooms, but really and truly, it's nothing to write home about. They really are absolutely pathetic. Just pathetic. And there's the mint. I have been harvesting mint, putting it in my water. Mint, of course, is doing great. The lemon balm, I've got to get harvested. Guys, Mo is going to be tickled when he gets to see his lemon balm. I've got to harvest the thyme, and I got to do the oregano again. This will be my third cutting, and I'm actually drying it and putting it up for a natural dewormer all around health for my chickens. I do like to use oregano. And remember the, what is it, okra that I had started here so I could dig up and move? Well, guys, I didn't get a chance, and Buddy's not able to help me now, so I'm just going to let the okra grow, and I'll just get a ladder. I mean, what else can you do? I'll just get a ladder. I've never grown okra in a raised bed, but looks like this year we're gonna do it. Okay, here is the pink top peas. There again, pathetic looking, and that's fine. But look at the borage. It is crazy. Here's some more of the top pick pink eyes. A little bit better, but as you can see, we got some problems. See? And then here is all the tomatoes. Y'all have seen us grow these before with the string method. And then, of course, my radishes bolted on me before we could get them out. And I'm leaving them there because it's a good bug deterrent. But guys, these tomatoes, see, I've got quite a few here. I literally had to tie 2 together. I mean, that's all it takes is 2 weeks and things can get out of hand. But every tomato plant is loaded in tomatoes. I'm just waiting for them to grow and turn. But we can go all the way down. And this one here, it's got such a bend to it. I just propped it up on this post here, and it seems to be fine because I can't pull it up. It'll snap. So that's where it's gonna stay. And we'll keep on going. Mo's watermelons are starting to trellis over. Watermelons are doing good. And the cantaloupe. Got a little bit of damage here on this leaf, so I'm gonna have to cut that off. But I was very surprised that the garden done this well without any attention to it. Look at that. And this is cantaloupe here. And remember the bales and a couple of tomatoes that came in late. So, not bad. And I may actually, see how pretty these are? So I may actually get quite a few bales because I have 4 of them and I scattered them out and all 4 are doing good. And here is that creamsicle. It's a white flesh tomato. I've never grown it. I had the seed since last year. Y'all, it's definitely indeterminate, and to be honest, it's not a pretty plant. I mean, but it's got a few tomatoes on it. Probably won't ever grow it again. Look down in here. And I've got borage all the way around this tomato plant. I'll try to go slow. Look at that joker. But this is what I was talking about. I wasn't here to stake it. And look, it fell over and I'm leaving it alone because it'll snap and it's full of blooms. So I'm just gonna, let it go. And what you see here is a squash that has, went outside the cage because I wasn't here to push it up. And I want y'all to look at this thing. I mean, it's almost as tall as me, guys. And as we go down, we're gonna get to his tomatillas. And they are loaded. I mean, loaded like I've never seen. And there's nothing I can do with them, guys. Look at this. They have just completely taken this area over. Now watch, I'm gonna come back and I wanna scan. There we go. I want you to look at them. Unreal. Now here is a bucket of radishes that bolted. There again, I'm leaving them for a bug deterrent. And here's the okra that I planted in these pots that I can manage. And the heat's coming in, so the okra is starting to really take off. Now this is the first little, what would you call, makeshift high tunnel. You can't walk through it, guys. Now I did get a couple of zucchini off. It is loaded in zucchini. I don't know if you can see up in there. Seems like it's wanting to get cloudy in the camera. But look at this. And then if we go on down, we have more zucchini. But what I noticed was my squash was slow coming in. But they were slow coming in. They wasn't getting pollinated because I wasn't home. The other day I started pollinating and I've got squash coming in. But guys, let's try to weave through here. Oh my, it's a jungle. But my patty pans are coming in and doing great. Now look at it from this angle. Every tomato plant is loaded. Okay, let's go over to the other one. Oh, now this was a jungle. I was able to make a path to get through. But guys, look, I'm gonna scan this way. I mean, they've completely grown outside of the hoop, which is not bad because it does allow a trellis for them. I mean, look at this one. But this was a complete jungle. But you know what? It seems like the garden took care of itself. Look at this. Look up in here. Everywhere I turn, there is tomatoes. The hodgepodge swimming pool, yep. It's about to be full of blooms. Now, I let my daughter, well, I didn't let her, I told her just go get what you want. She harvested 2 quart-sized bags of the jalapenos. Remember that one when we first started? And I said, it ain't no good. Well, it's still no good, guys. It's just one of them no good plants. But look, in just a few days, let me get this one. Oops, look at that. And she did 2 quarts. I don't know if that one's ready. Let's see. No. All right, let me show y'all something while I'm here. Some of you are new to my channel. You imagine a pepper connected. If you lift it up and it snaps in your hand, it's ready to be harvested. If it gives to you like this one, watch. See, it doesn't want to snap. That means it's not ready. But I tell you what, I love walking through here and seeing all this color. The Longhorn cayennes are starting to turn red. There is some more oregano right there. These are the cool jalapenos, and the kids had a heyday with those. So, next couple of days, Mr. Buddy can have him some to snack on. And there was Buddy's potatoes, remember? I'm gonna get some dirt and backfill them for him so he can have his little potatoes. And it looks like we're gonna get a few blueberries, guys, off these bushes that we didn't get planted. Here's my sweet potato slips. Yeah, I hadn't got that far either, but I plan on doing it. Now, we've been harvesting blackberries for 2 weeks, and I haven't picked them yet. I'm gonna pick some, and I give them to Mr. Buddy to eat. But everywhere you look, there's some black ones. And these are loaded, and these are what, our first year with these. And I can't tell you the variety, you know, Mr. Buddy is the berry man, so I would not begin to try and tell you what the variety is. All I can tell you is they're prolific. I want you to look at all them berries. But again, they tend to have a sourness to them. Look at this. For whatever reason, and we're letting them sit, but they still have a sourness. See, there's a nice one right there. Oh, y'all, look at this. Look at this. That's huge. He'll enjoy that. Okay, you'll see there's no onions. I told the kids to go ahead and pull them. They're curing right now. They are small, but you know what? We didn't lose them. They just didn't do much. And they also harvested all the strawberries. I got quite a few, but I'm seeing some turning now. So I'll be able to harvest some for Mr. Buddy, trying to give him fresh fruit. But strawberries, they did well. Oops. I'm gonna have to get these two and get them moved back in there. I don't want them growing out. But I'm very pleased with how well Grandpa and the kids did. You know, taking care of what they could when they are definitely not gardeners. While we're out here, let's look at Mr. Buddy's big trees. Some aloes. Remember the tomato plant that he tried to connect with another one? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get this one planted. The other one didn't take. Ooh, it's very dry, so I need to do some watering here in a little bit. Look at them big aloes. I gotta give them a drink. Here's some more of his big trees. Let's come over here. I'm gonna be harvesting figs. They're not even in the ground. I think there's about 15 figs between all of these. So hey, it's be easy picking. It's right there on the table. And these are all things that he took cuttings off of. We have a jasmine here, the trumpet. I think this is another trumpet. I don't remember which kind. These are all his cuttings. Okay guys, we're gonna walk because I want to show you what I did yesterday. It was a little over 7 hours it took me because I would stop and go in and check on him. We have those walkie-talkies. So I managed to be able to weed eat and mow 2 acres. And like I said, it took me a little over 7 hours. But the yard looks good. I don't have to worry about not seeing something crawling on the ground. I run out of juice, I'll tell y'all, weed eating the fence row. But now that pile right there, remember that's where we burn. But I'm very pleased that the yard got tended to, even though it about killed me. And my gardenias, I didn't get to really enjoy the blooms, guys. They're already starting to get spent. But my gardenias bloomed this year. So yeah, it's a good day for Lippy. Now let's come over to the fruit orchard. Let's go to the pear tree, this one pear tree. Now I'm not sure it'll hold all these pears, but guys, this thing is loaded in pears. But now let's go to this beauty. This is plums, guys. And when I tell you, there's been about 10 harvested off of it. It's the sweetest plums. It reminds me of my childhood, but I don't know if you can see down in here just how loaded this baby is. Look at that. Let's come up in here. No bugs, no nothing. Very, very healthy tree. So I'm gonna take my pepper, put it on the back porch, and get on the golf cart and get my bucket and go harvest some berries for Mr. Buddy. So that is our garden update. It could have been a lot worse, guys. So I'm very thankful, but it got out of hand and there's nothing I can do about it except make the best of it and, you know, proceed on. Because some things just have to go to that back burner. And don't feel sad about it. Because, you know, things come first. In my case, it was Mr. Buddy. So I don't know when I'll see you, maybe in a couple of days. But, oh, and Mr. Buddy loved his early supper. But as always, stay safe, stay well, and God bless. And I'll see you on the next one.